Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been almost 2 months since my last video, and there has been a lot going on that I want to share with you. So today I was feeling in the mood to film a video. I had actually done my hair and my makeup, and I was like, let me sit down and have a chat with my friends on YouTube, kind of like check in, see how everyone's doing, while I enjoy a caramel macchiato. Well, I want to kind of pick up where I left off in my last video, which was, speaking to my family after not having a relationship with them for 4 years. So we started speaking in the middle of November, probably right before Thanksgiving, like the weekend before Thanksgiving. And it is now, today is January 28th. So we have continued to really build a foundation for our relationship. One of the things that I had to recognize is my power. I have every right to feel comfortable and feel safe, and it doesn't matter how the other person feels about the boundaries that I set. I have every right to set my boundaries. So I think in the very beginning I was very guarded. And now I think I needed that. I needed that really kind of strict boundary, don't contact me, I'll reach out to you, just so that I can feel like I was in control, because I felt like the situation could quickly get out of my control. So, I did that, and they allowed me the space to do that, my mother especially. And now, every day I'm working towards, opening up. I really want to work towards a very open heart. Just recognizing that, conflict will happen and people will hurt you and you will hurt people, but I have everything that I need within me to address that, right? To communicate my feelings in a healthy way, in a productive way, in a meaningful way. And that is where I draw my line. I can communicate those feelings, and then what happens on the other end of that, I have no control over. But if I fear their reaction and I remain silent as a result, I'm not doing myself any justice, and I'm definitely not serving the other person or our relationship, because I'm not being honest. So that's kind of the journey that I've been on, with my family, and kind of continuing to build that. And it's going really well. I have not seen them. We have just been talking on the phone and texting and sending pictures and things like that. And I hope that soon I will feel like I'm in a space to see them and maybe have them over for dinner, or grab a bite, or I don't know. I'm working towards that, but again, I'm not rushing myself. I'm just honoring where I am, and kind of seeing where it goes. But I'm getting there. I really am happy to say that I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where I really miss these people. 4 years is a long time, and one of the things that I came to realize just a few weeks ago is how easy it is for us to lie to ourselves about how we're feeling. I had to completely shut down a part of me, and I really had to convince myself that their presence in my life didn't matter, that I was happy, I was doing well, I didn't need them. And now that they're back in my life, I realized that, damn, I really did a number on myself. And I know part of it was just to protect myself, right? Because I just could not continue to long for them in my life, especially since it was just not a good situation for any of us. So I think I needed to tell myself that it didn't make a difference if they weren't in my life. I had to convince myself, so that I could just go on, right? So I could get out of bed, so that I could live my life and find happiness where I can. And that's something that I'm going to keep always in the back of my mind. We really can trick ourselves into believing whatever we want to believe. At the end of last year, my boss had organized a trip for us to meet in London, my first time in London. So it was going to be a fully paid for trip, and we were going to have a series of meetings, and we were meeting with one another, one-on-ones, and then, with our future collaborators and all of that stuff. So it was an intense, 6-day trip. I did have some downtime to myself. So that was great. I was able to kind of explore a little bit, and I was pretty central. So yeah, I stayed at this great little hotel, and I was able to walk, to Big Ben and what is it, the Ferris wheel, whatever you call it. So that was fun. That was good. And on that trip, we kind of closed the deal, and I was hired as a full-time employee with a yearly salary and a new job title. Now, both of these things had been on my vision board from last year. It felt like I had come pretty much full circle. So, there have been some growing pains with that, and I'll talk about that a little bit in another video because it's still very new, and there's just a lot of things that I am considering now. So maybe we'll have that discussion in the future when things are more finalized, but I just wanted to give you kind of like that update. So how that's going to work is that I'm basically working virtually. So I'm working in my home office in New York, and there will be trips every few weeks to London, to Venice, to Accra, and possibly to Edinburgh. So yeah, so that's kind of fun. It's kind of a dream to be able to have these work trips, these all expenses paid, work trips. Yeah, but it has challenges. Listen, even though, I share this with you, I just want you to know that it does come at a cost. So I won't say any more about that. We'll just move on from there, and I will give you an update, like I said, once things become a little clearer to me. So the next thing I wanted to give you guys an update on is the fact that I have officially accepted that I am suffering from adult acne, and I don't know if you can see that. I have a little bit of makeup on. I try not to, cover the areas where I'm having like the breakout. So if you can see that, this is probably the worst side of my face, and then this is, yeah. So this has been one of those things where it has really taught me acceptance and patience. I've never had acne. When I was a teenager, I always had really clear skin. I always felt very lucky for that. Really, I think initially I was trying to buy all different, I was trying to get rid of it, and I was spending money on products that were actually damaging my skin more because I do have very dry, sensitive skin. So it was not helping the situation. So I have made an appointment with a dermatologist, and I have that appointment, I think it's next Thursday. So I think I'm going to film my journey through adult acne because, sometimes in life things happen and you have no control over it. The world wants you to think, or I should say the beauty industry, the skincare industry, wants you to believe that you can buy the right product and your skin can miraculously be glowy and hydrated and, clear and beautiful. And no, I think sometimes things just are, and you just have to accept it. I'm going to seek professional help and see what they say, just so that I get some clarity on it. But I really feel, and it's challenging, but I really do feel like I'm in a place where it's just okay, I have acne. I can't feel embarrassed about it. I can't, hyper focus on it. I mean, the world and life is too big to focus on some spots on my face. yeah, so if you're dealing with acne or any kind of skin problem, you're not alone. It's gonna be okay. I did want to share, just because I have exceptionally dry skin, like exceptionally dry skin. I've been trying to find things that are for sensitive skin, that are really hydrating, that are really going to protect, the barrier, because I did have like some flaking. Like it is really bad. So some of the products that I've been using is the CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion. This is the PM, and it has 3 essential ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. This has been working really well. This is $15 for 3 ounces. Like, what are you gonna do? And I've been also cleaning my face with their hydrating cream to foam cleanser, which has been working really well. It's very gentle, so it doesn't irritate my skin. It's not drying to my skin. So these 2 things together have been working really well for me. And maybe when I go to the dermatologist, she might or he might have other suggestions for products that I can use to just help with the irritation, help with the redness, help with the dryness. When your skin is dry, I mean, it is, no one should go through that. So I think the last thing I want to share with you is something that I purchased that has been amazing. I am a journal girl. I like to write things down. I'm a planner. I make my lists. It's how I stay sane. It's how I stay organized. It's how I feel like I have some control over the day, and that the day doesn't just pull me around by the nose. So I was looking for something that was a little sleek, a little professional, a little grown up. So I did a little bit of research, and I found this book. It's called, okay, why can't I figure this out? The High Performance Planner. Now, I love the size of it because it's like a full, and I'll just give you an example because I have, normally I use like these little books, so it's like a full, you see that? And that's what I really love about the book. There's a lot of space in here to write. Anyway, some of the things that I really like about this book is it has, like at the beginning, it has all of these like questionnaires, and it's just really great. It's a really dynamic book. It has, prompts for, your life vision, your primary aspirations. It really helps you to organize your thoughts, organize your goals. Creates a system where you are creating a plan, right? It's not enough to say, I want to make $1 million. Like, how are you going to do that? You have to lay out the groundwork, right? What steps are you going to take every day to get to that goal? Then on a day-to-day basis, it has, so in the morning, you kind of like journal. It has all these prompts for you for the morning, and then you can plan your day. It has like the top 3 goals, priorities, tasks that absolutely must be done, and you can write here. And then it just has, from 6 a.m. to 7:30. And then it has an evening journal, which is really great. It has prompts for you, and then you can like score yourself between 1 and 5 on clarity, productivity, energy, influence, necessity, courage. It really helps you to reflect, right? To set daily intentions and to reflect on the things that you did really well, the things that you need to do better. And I really do feel like this gives me the tools that I need to like accomplish the things I need to do every day, right? Because I'm actually visualizing it. Like, what do I want to do? What is important to me? How do I do that? Highly recommend this if you are looking for a way to structure your day, and really to envision your day, right? And set your goals, and then reflect on the things that you did really well. Highly recommend. So yeah. I think I'm going to wrap up this video. Great catching up with you. I'd love to promise that I'm going to be back with another video next week. I can't promise that. I'm going to try my best, but it is what it is. Like I said, my brand is that I'm consistently inconsistent. So if you like that, hit that subscribe button, and you'll see me when you see me. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.